Hey YouTube, I'm Davis,
I'm Anthony.
and welcome to our first video of Nonsensicalness.
Yep.
So, today we figured we would start talking about the band that's coming up in, what, 2 months?
A month and a half. Because it's February 1st.
A month and a half?
So it's like 6 weeks, 7 weeks from now. Band, I just want to mention it, is Prophecy. Well, thanks to, was it Dark Magician of Chaos, or is it Chaos Magician?
It's
Sorcerer, or whatever it's called.
It's Dark Magician of Chaos. Chaos Magician?
Well, it's Chaos Sorcerer. Oh, yeah, Dark Magician of Chaos.
Yeah.
That will never get unbanned thanks to... That Magician of Faith will never get unbanned thanks to Prophecy. Just like, what is it, Brionic and Tribecting Virus will never get unbanned because of mermails. Those who were thinking that Brionic would come back eventually. Nope.
What, speaking of mermails, we may as well start talking about them.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, mermails and prophecies. Because anything that would get hit that's unlimited would probably be one of those two decks. And now for prophecy, what do you think? Either secrets, focus secrets, or the field spell.
See,
both or one or the other.
That's always a tough call. Honestly, the prophecy spellbook deck isn't as broken right now. At least from what I've seen, I haven't seen any of them topping yet.
What I noticed is online is a lot of people are already using the ones coming out next set. So like I've never seen a deck not use that. So maybe it's not as good now, but it'll get better because of that card. I'm not sure though.
Right. What I think is going to end up happening, and I'm saying that I think this, not that it's going to actually happen or anything. Predictions. Is that if anything's going to happen, I feel like they actually won't hit Prophecy, just because then they can have you go and buy that one new spell coming out that's going to make the deck actually work.
They could limit secrets though because it's a normal spell, and that way they can't loop with it because you do secrets, search for that, activate that, reveal one, and say secrets again. So they're thinning 2 every turn. So maybe just the field spell, because that one you get to draw 2 every turn.
Yeah, you get to draw 2 every turn, and on top of that, you get to put one of the spellbooks in your graveyard to the bottom of your deck, so that you can use one of your 3 spellbook of secrets to search for that card again.
Yeah, or you put secrets back in.
Well, thank you for that.
Well, where you have that one guy.
Well, but it's
Shut up.
that's what I mean, right? Okay.
All right, then the mermail. Wait, just the big guy.
I can see them hitting Undyne, actually.
Or just limit each Atlantean.
Limit each Atlantean.
Limit Dragoon, limit Heavy Infantry, limit what's the other one? Sharpshooter or whatever?
Marksman.
Yeah.
Marksman. I mean...
That would be... it's just... So they can't get all that extra like popping and surge effect. That'd be pretty interesting.
I can see them hitting Dragoons, actually, just because that's a free search for the one big beat stake.
And then that brings the point of the continuous trap card they have that does that whole using
the Abyss Sphere?
Yeah, where they're like, oh, at the end of main phase 2, activate. But that's about it though for what we think will be if anything will get hit. I don't think anything will get banned this format. Do you? Well, did you say Avarice was going to get banned? I
mean, I want Avarice to get banned.
Why? Just because
just because
if someone's down, they can just get a +2.
Well, yeah, because let's say that you are playing any deck and you open up with Avarice in hand. You can flat out waste resources knowing that you will get them all back later. And not every deck runs it, just because if you're running any type of Chaos deck, you're not going to want to run it just because you're going to want to keep monsters in your graveyard just for that one thing. Because you need to start banishing lights and darks for things like Chaos Dragons and Agents and...
Do mermails run Avarice?
I mean, I guess you could tech it in, because then you could... Actually, yeah.
Because they would just pump all those things, and you could put Undyne back in.
Right.
So then, yeah, you might have a point there. They might ban it.
Just because it makes it so that...
No? Alright, well, and then what we have, there's a couple ban cards we thought. Well, Glow Up Bulb, you thought, just to make the plant engine complete again?
Yeah, because the plant engine still works. Don't get me wrong, it's still a great deck. I've seen tons of Quasar decks work amazing. But it's not fast enough to deal with decks like Mermails and, well, pretty much every meta deck out right now.
Yeah.
So I feel like if they bring Global back, it can work. The only thing that they might do, though, too, is that if they do that, they could put, they could put the Breed Dragon back at 1, just so that you can't continuously pump things out. That's just something I've noticed that they're doing with the whole plant engine. Or they could bring it back and maybe put Spore back to banned, just to see if that would work.
Just each format keeps switching out one of the 3 plants.
Well, hey,
besides Dandelion, just Spore, Blossom, and
it's Konami. I mean, I've learned to kind of expect anything from these guys.
And they'll just like ban all those, and then unlimit Form of Synchron.
Ugh.
All right. Oh yeah, BLS. So you think some people say that they think it might get banned again, but we think it's not going to, right? Because of the reprint and just everyone likes it. But you think?
I think it could get banned a little bit.
Alright, well, fine. If they ban that, then they should bring a Chaos Emperor. Just to try that out.
They should bring back... Okay, why
but
would
you
they...
just ban Wyvern, though, so you can't switch it out. Just ban Wyvern and BLS and bring back...
Can you believe this guy?
Emperor. You know, you thought the Blackwing, the spell card.
Oh.
The 2 just to make that deck.
What is it? The
Black Feather or whatever?
The Black Whirlwind.
Yeah.
Okay. Honestly, I love how as soon as this last format started, everyone that I knew, except for us, because we know better, they were all saying, Kalut's at 2?
Oh yeah, Blackwing's gonna awesome.
Blackwings are gonna rule this format.
No one plays it.
I tried. Honestly, don't try. Don't even attempt. Unless they bring Whirlwind back up to 2.
I thought it was just unlimited Gale, right?
Oh yeah, they should totally just put Gale at 3 and put Whirlwind at 3.
Yeah.
And then they should like come out with like some
Blackwing Ixies.
Yeah, and then they should come out with like one that just says you win as soon as you summon it.
Oh yeah.
And you can't activate
they need to come out with more
in response
cards
to it.
Like Victory Dragon, just more match. When you win, you just win the match instead of the duel. Insectors. Evil insects. Like if you play that deck, you're not a good person. I'm just saying. I agree. That's really what it is.
Right. I mean,
they're evil insects.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all dark insects, and they all just like show up.
Thank you for that.
But why now? You think was it?
What I think personally is that they will end up hitting Insectors again. I know that seems a little nuts because
like
they
ban Hornet or not ban Hornet, ban Dragonfly.
No,
or just like limit more of the cards.
They're going to limit more of the cards.
Like limit Centipede, no.
Okay, they're not going to limit Centipede because they still need something out that can
limit
do
the sword?
something. No,
or the big 2400 thing. Just limit Call to Hunt. hit all those decks. Hit all hit agents, hit Injectors. 2 decks you have.
I mean, okay, and then they're going to hit Dino Rabbits next too, so they'll just hit all 3 decks that I still own.
Yeah, just put Rabbit and Turret at 1 too.
What I think will end up happening, seriously, is that they're going to end up hitting Mantis or Sword. Or maybe even Ladybug. Don't even get me starting.
Ladybug?
Why?
Well, let's limit Ant.
Are you really about to ask why I think that they should...
Is the one that just puts them up on the 2 level or something like that?
Yes. That's exactly why. Because then they can go...
Rank 5?
Rank 3 to 5. Because it can go up to 2 levels. So they can do level 4s also. And then on top of that, they don't have to have another card on the field to blow up.
But has Injector been topping though?
Yeah, there was one that topped a YCS not too long ago.
Really?
Yeah, I got first.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Clearly.
I was thought like the few regionals.
No, they topped YCS.
Okay.
They were going against.
Okay.
I forgot what they were going against. I think they were going against Mermails. I think. I don't remember.
And then why was they should just like limit Rat, limit Magician, limit Shark, and limit Rabbit.
But they're gonna come up with a new rank 3 Ixies for them. That is Zen Mighty times 5. And it's
what do you think
once per turn.
Again? Like, because you said Injectors get hit again. I think Chaos Dragons got hit enough where they'll be Chaos
Dragons.
They're fine where they are.
Yeah, Chaos Dragons still work enough that I can't see them getting hit again. Just because they're good. I saw them taught first at a couple of regionals, but for the most part, it's still easy enough to stop this format. And also, next format, in the set coming out, next week? The sneak peek is next week, right?
Okay, all the fire stuff?
Yeah, they're coming out with the Brotherhood of the
Fire Dance.
It's
Fire Nation. Avatar left there, but I'm
so
still thinking that deck's gonna work.
So we're gonna see Zuko in that deck somehow.
Yeah.
Okay, but if there's something I've noticed about decks that are gonna be coming out soon, they're not graveyard reliant. So for all you guys out there playing chaos type decks or agents or prophecy, have fun dealing with those decks that can
use DeFi macro.
Use DeFi macro.
It could just be nice to chaos decks and
that's called
macro.
No.
Just limit DeFi.
No.
Just do that.
They're not gonna do. They're not gonna help out chaos decks anymore.
Guys, let's just do that. The zombie guy, Mikuzi or whatever his name is.
Mikuzi? You'd make it sound like it's like a jacuzzi.
Mizuki or
Mizuki.
Is it Mizuki or Mikuzi?
It's Mizuki.
Mizuki. Do you think it'll get like semi-limited, so they'll make like zombie decks like playable? Because that,
I mean, yes, because I personally,
or it's just like it's been banned for so long, everyone's forgotten about it, and no one's. It's the same with that one sync.
Oh, Duloran.
Yeah. Like, you think that will get put back up to 3? Or and then Mizuki gets put back up to 2 just because might as well try it? Like Tsukiyomi did this last time. They just put it to 1 to see what happens. No one really ran it. But they'll probably stay at 1. But then about Mirror Force and Torrential. Stay at 2?
Yeah, because they're devastation traps.
And just because so many decks. Special summon, swarm.
Yeah, it's pretty much a way to help stop OTKs, which Konami's been doing. Well, that they pretty much did with this entire format, because they pretty much stopped every deck that can just consistently OTK after OTK after OTK. Okay.
And what was our last one? Oh, Trigodia. You think because the XYZ is so crazy, Trigodia put it back to 1? Or
yes.
down to 1?
Please.
Ran a little longer than I expected, but hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully it was informative, and tell us if you liked it or did not like it.
And if you did like it or not like it, you should subscribe down below
to the channel.
Down there somewhere.
Yep.
And also, why don't you go ahead and also leave your comments on your thoughts about the next ban list, like things that you want to see.
Yeah,
banned.
if we left anything out that you thought will get hit or unhit, unbanned or banned, or anything that we didn't talk about, because we probably missed something. So
we probably more than missed something. We probably missed a lot because we talk too much.
Yeah. So just let us know, and thanks.